West Ham United take the trip up to the King Power to take on Leicester City in the start of the real festive fixtures as we take on the Foxes tonight. We are 5 points above the home side as we go into the game this evening, but there's a significant difference. And that is that the home side have a new manager. Ruud van Nistelrooy takes charge of his first game tonight, and there will be a new manager bounce. I am sure of it. That's everything that Julian Lopetegui needs to contend with this evening, and what feels significant, and it feels like this needs to be a profitable evening in the Midlands for him. Good evening to everybody. I hope you are well. Usual suspect. Craig, a must win tonight. It feels like that. It does. Yeah, absolutely. I agree. Mark, thanks for joining us as well. I hope you are well. Yeah, this feels significant. As I said, another thing that is significant is my Christmas decorations have arrived, which indicates the beginning of Christmas. Yes, it's 2 bits of tinsel and a Christmas hat, but that's all I could afford. So there we go. Peter, thanks for joining us. I don't know what that means, but I'm going to guess good evening. I don't know. That's what I'm going to go with. I hope you're well. Nevertheless, not at all excited for this one tonight. Neither am I. I've had to buy Amazon Prime to start with, so I hope we win. Of course, 8:15 kickoff tonight, which means the team lineup will be landing in just 3 minutes' time. See, I work these things out quite nicely. Of course, an hour and 15 minutes before kickoff, the new revised lineup. So, I mean, there's some big questions that Julian Lopetegui is about to answer. I'm hearing murmurings of Nicholas Füllkrug. I can't confirm whether that means on the bench or starting because I don't know myself. But yeah, Nicholas Füllkrug is in the squad. I can pretty much guarantee that. But yeah, interesting. Really, really interesting. Of course, the other big decision that he's got to make tonight is where does Somerville play? Does he play? Where does Kudus play? If he plays, there is plenty of decisions for him to make. Is Tadibo and Kilman, are they both fit? Is one of them not going to be available? How will he, juggle it around? Juggle it. That's what I meant. Juggle it around. We're going to wait and see in just a second. We'll take a scrappy 1-0 every day of the week, Peter. Every single day of the week. Hi, Somerville likes to go against Leicester last season. Did he? That's good to know. Hopefully that can be replicated tonight. Win or bust for Floppy Chops. I'd like to agree, but I've just got a sense that they're going to stick with him for a little bit. I think they'll stick with him. Look, we've got Wolves at the weekend and then Bournemouth. We've got Southampton on Boxing Day. I don't think they'll sack him in December unless we lose every game up until Boxing Day, if I'm totally honest. A member for 34 months. You absolute legend, Sharky. I hope you are well. I mean, that would be the obvious thing to do, to drop Paqueta, but sometimes the obviousness doesn't become reality. And I've got a feeling he's going to start Paqueta and drop Somerville tonight and put Kudus back in his favoured position. That's my gut instinct. I don't want him to do that. I'd rather he drop Paqueta, put Kudus in the middle and Somerville where he has been playing, because I think he warrants starting. But for some reason, I can't see that happening. Hope he doesn't stick Kudus on the left. If he does, that effectively means Somerville's on the bench, really, unless he drops Antonio, puts Bowen up front, and then puts Somerville on the other side. I mean, that's the other conversation to have, is that Antonio can barely do an hour once a week, so we're playing 4 days, 3 days later or whatever it is. So is Antonio fit and raring enough to start from the beginning? I think not. So is it a time to shunt Bowen up front, or is it Danny Ings time? Heaven forbid. Heaven forbid. Yeah, hit the like button if you haven't already, guys. You cold, Sharky? Peter says, need to go at them from the off instead of sitting back. Absolutely. They can have a bit of confidence. There'll be a bit of atmosphere under the lights, new manager, bit of excitement, Ruud van Nistelrooy, all that jazz, right? Let's put them back in their place and start well, so they can shove their clappers at the backside. Hopefully they've got rid of them. Stand there and clap, the home fans do, with them stupid clappers. Ridiculous. Anyway, but yeah, let's really assert a bit of dominance on it. For goodness sake, don't sit back and let them dictate the game like we did with Arsenal on Saturday. Right, the time is 7 o'clock and I haven't loaded up the Twitter page, which is not a good start. I hope it's here. And it's not. Come on, admin, hurry up. Come on, press the button. My patience is withering. No, They're not wanting to give it to us quite yet. Lee, hope you are well. Yeah, get some pre-lineup score predictions in. I like that. Yeah. Sounds painful shoving clappers. So come on, it's a colloquial saying, but yeah, them things, they annoy me, right? They annoy me, Peter. And hopefully they won't be clapping them too much tonight because we're going to beat them, and it's much needed. And Kudus returns to the starting lineup, which means Somerville drops to the bench and Danny Ings starts. Oh my good God. Oh my God. What is going on here? Soufal starting? This is interesting. Right. Let's have a little look at this then, shall we? This is rather interesting. That's took me aback a little bit, actually. I haven't even read it all. I've just seen a few names and it's took me aback. Right. Let's look through this together, shall we? Fabianski in goal. Right. So we're going to have Wan-Bissaka at left back. We're going to have Mavropanos and Kilman as the centre halves and Soufal at right back. So I don't know where Emerson is, but he's not there. So then into midfield, you've got Alvarez returns after his suspension. Souček keeps his spot. And Soler keeps his spot. And then a front three of Kudus, Bowden, Ings. So he's done the unthinkable. He's managed to drop Antonio and Paqueta and still not have Somerville in the team. I'm gobsmacked. Let's have a look at the bench. I'm utterly gobsmacked. Fotheringham says no Areola on the bench. Fotheringham, Somerville, Antonio, Paqueta, Fulkrug, Guilherme, Rodriguez, Emerson, Casey. So we're missing Todibo off the bench. I guess an injury. I think he picked up a slight injury. Yeah, I'm a little bit. So Somerville's not fitted in there. Are we missing somebody off the bench? Paqueta's there. Antonio's there on the bench as well. So, okay, right, that makes a little bit more sense. So, yeah, so changes-wise, Soufal comes in, Mavropanos comes in, Alvarez comes in, and Ings comes in. So, what's that, 4 changes? Yeah, get your thoughts in. Yeah, I'm not convinced. I'm going to be totally honest. I'm not convinced. I genuinely don't know how he's managed to drop Antonio and Paqueta and still not fit Somerville in there somehow. How has he done that? That is genuinely baffling, right? Somerville has been our bright spark. And listen, I'm all for starting Danny Ings, but not as a consequence of putting Somerville on the bench. This is clueless, right? This is completely and utterly tactically inept. Now I'm going to rant now, and if we win, I'll take it all back later. But I tell you what, I genuinely can't get my head around this. How has he dropped Somerville? So he's dropped 3 of our attackers and he's just went Kudus, Bowden, Ings, that'll do, right? So you're having Soler playing a little bit more progressively, I assume. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. Yeah. I'm not often lost for words, but I am tonight because I'm trying to get into the train of thought and mind of Julian Lopetegui, and I genuinely can't. It's a struggle. It's a real struggle there. Because I thought it was nailed on. If you're going to drop Antonio and or Paqueta, then Somerville has to find his way into that side. So look, we're going to have Kudus on one side and Bowen on the other and Danny Ings up top on his own. Now look, Danny Ings is a striker, we know that. But the issue with playing Danny Ings up front on his own is that he'll get isolated. But then I suppose what we could do is go 4-4-2. We won't, but we could go 4-4-2, put Kudus in the middle or put him back in the midfield a little bit more. Push up and have Bowen and Ings up front as a front two. That then means we can't. I mean, today we can't lump the ball up because Ings ain't winning a header. Antonio doesn't win a header, but we cannot lump the ball up there. We're going to have to play football tonight because we haven't got the excuse of trying to lump up to Antonio, who might win 2 headers a game. Ings ain't winning 1, right? I don't even know who's playing for Leicester, but I bet they've got at least one 6'6" centre half, right? It's nailed on, and we won't win a header. But yeah, Somerville, what has he done? What has Somerville done? I mean, Fulkrug returns to the bench. We never knew when we were going to see him again, but today is today, so we might get a little bit out of him. I mean, it's a stronger bench than normal. We'll give him that. Somerville, Antonio, Paqueta, Fulkrug, Guilherme. That's 5 attacking options there to come off of the bench. 1 keeper. Oh, dear. Deary me. Yeah, I'm just struggling a little bit to get my head around that. Are you going to see your mate Basil Brush in Panto, Jake? No, my mate Basil Brush. Where have you got that from? 2-1 West Ham is 10s. Yeah, I highly doubt that. Thank God. Thank God we don't have Vuvu. I don't know what that means. I'm going to be totally honest. Fathead, hope you well. Yeah, something like that. Get the ball to Granny in the penalty box and he will score. He will, but we've got to get the ball to him first. That's the hard bit. That's the hard bit. Right, I'm going to take that away. Yeah, what question mark at 7:01? That was what was going through my head, Mark. Absolutely. Flip my life. Let's just leave now. Fair point. See, Jay's on the other side of the boat. That's a very decent side. I'm discombobulated by it, but Jay seems to be quite happy. It's interesting the interpretation people get. Is Paqueta in prison? No, he's on the bench. Fulkrug, absolutely. Michael, hope you well. This guy is beyond clueless. I hope you're not talking about me. It is a strong bench, absolutely. Fulkrug, who is he? Absolutely. Paqueta's on a Zoom meeting. Oh dear. What's with dropping Emerson? I don't know. I don't get that either. Even though Wells as West Ham might mention 5 changes. Absolutely. Bye-bye, Loppy. Your time is up. I don't think he'll get sacked if we lose tonight. I really don't. Think our defence is dodgy. That's putting it politely, Peter, tonight, I think. That's putting it politely. You better win tonight. Emerson perhaps a fitness issue, potentially. At least I won't have to endure a Loppy side next Monday. A loopy Loppy side. I think you will. Unfortunately, hit that like button if you haven't already. Breaking news. Somebody else on the treadmill had to stop to do up their laces. Well, somebody has the same issue as me. There we go. Was it you that had to stop? There would be some irony there, wouldn't there? Emerson must have a knock, but then shouldn't even be on the bench if not fit. Well, yeah, that's my thinking. Absolutely, Peter. For sure. Ariola playing for the under-21s tonight at Rush Green. Is he? There's no... What? Is that actually happening? Is that true? That is mental. That is absolutely mental. I know, playing Kudus on the left, it looks like it. Unless you go for a 4-4-2, which I highly doubt. Well, yeah, he's still playing the left then anyway, wouldn't he? Yeah. Ignore me. So this guy actually brings Kudus back and plays him on the right. Then these managers wonder why they end up getting sacked. Ridiculous decision. 3-0 Leicester, says Fathead. I only see my mate Basil on cruises. Yeah, absolutely. Vuvu sailors are those proper loud truck. Right, I see. I get it. Why not just put Kudus up top and Somerville on the left? Absolutely. First goal coming for Kudus. I hope so. I really do. How can Ings keep up with Bowen and Kudus on the counter? Exactly. They'll have to give him a 15-minute head start. He won't keep up with Kudus to even get to the box. That is a very good point. I think Lopetegui wants to sack with this lineup. Clueless. My 11 would have been Fabianski, Wan-Bissaka, Kilman, Mavropanos, Emerson, Alvarez, Soler, Suchet, Bowen, Somerville, and Kudus. I think that's fair enough. Fair enough, absolutely right. I've been through that. Yeah. Ings will link up. Yeah. The link up play will be more beneficial, but my issue is he going to be able to, get himself into the box and keep up with plays, be able to get on the end of things? Is he just going to be an isolated mess up front? I don't know. At the moment, Tim is interviewing 8 managers. Blimey. Kudus' first goal is at 7s. There we go. Got a feeling we were getting another red card tonight. It's got the yeah. I've got the same impression. Yeah, that agreed as well. I've got the same impression. Yeah, I think so. Sack him before the game. Ings is the Benny McCarthy role of being planted on the penalty spot. Could have also gone with 3 offensive and let them interchange, no striker. He could have done that, but he hasn't. And that is a shame. Somebody's ringing me. Why are you ringing me? Anyway, right, let's get the Leicester lineup up and see what they are looking like. I'm going to have to multitask, message somebody and read through their lineup all at the same time, which is going to be a fruitful experience. I'm going to get it up onto the screen. See, this is what you call live. It's not quite television. Well, it is if you're watching me on the telly. It is live television. Have a little look and dissect that. 2 seconds. Okie dokie. Right, that's that done. So, the Leicester lineup: Hermansen in goal, James Justin, Vestergaard, Cody, Christensen, Ndidi, Somare, Alcanus, Buonanotte. Yeah, there we go. McAteer and Jamie Vardy as captain. How old is Jamie Vardy? He must be about 35. Jamie Vardy is, it won't tell me, born in 1987. Does someone want to do the maths? Why don't you just tell me how old he is? Jamie Vardy age. Just tell me. 37. He's not 30. Does that 1987, right? 2024 minus 1987. He is 37. Blimey, is he that old? Jesus Christ on a bike. And in January, he's 38. And he's still getting in the Premier League side. Fair play to him. Go on, Jamie, lad. Go on. Go on. Right. I don't know a lot about this. Cody, Vestergaard, couple of big centre halves. Right. Ings isn't going to win that aerial battle. I mean, he's not going to win an aerial battle against any centre half in the league. So let's just eradicate that conversation to begin with. So we're going to have to play it on the floor and not try and lump it up to target man Danny Ings. That's not going to happen. There's some attacking players there. Buonotte, I've heard quite well. Obviously, we know the threat Jamie Vardy has. We tried to sign Ndidi a few years ago, a decent, assertive midfielder. Then the bench culminates of Ward, Wout Faes, Okoli, Thomas, Oliver Skip, Mavididi, Decordova-Reid, Ayew and Daka. So there you've got Ayew and Daka, the two attacking options. Put your bets on Ayew to score when he comes on. And Daka, it'd be funny if he scored as well, wouldn't it? Because we were linked with him heavily, and we didn't end up signing Mavididi. He's got a good record. Decordova-Reid, he used to play for Fulham. I think so. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I mean, see, Fathead gets it. Jesus Christ on a bike, love it, right? I have a conversation in my house on a weekly basis, and I get told Jesus Christ on a bike is a useless and not a proper saying. It is. Fathead has just reinforced and confirmed that it is a proper saying. Vardy is going to Vardy is going to be step-toe lookalike as job when he packs in football. Are you? Absolutely. They have more goals throughout the pitch than us. Yeah. So on the left side, Aaron Wan-Bissaka, Soler, and Kudus. Yeah, that's what I infer. Yeah, I think so. We should have got Ayew on a free from Palace. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, this is what we had this conversation the other week when we were talking about Callum Wilson. We should just sign all these players that score against us and they can't score against us. Chris Wood, Callum Wilson, Ayew, just sign them all. Like Glenn Murray when he used to be, knocking about. We should have signed him. But yeah, now look, that is Ruud van Nistelrooy's first starting lineup as Leicester City manager, and we are just over an hour until kickoff at the King Power, of course, live on Amazon Prime Video tonight. So if you haven't got a subscription for that, make sure you sign up ahead of kickoff. We've got Clive Tildesley on commentary, which is a treat because I very much am a fan of his. So that's something to look forward to as well. Vardy will have to play till he's 50 to pay. Oh dear. I'm sure they've got plenty of money. We got Ayew, but we did get the other Ayew, didn't we? Yes, correct. I forgot that. Back in like 2016, 2017, 2018. Yeah, I think so. Jesus Christ on a donkey. Sure, that doesn't really write Christ on a bike. Like that doesn't flow. Christ on a donkey just stops. It doesn't really flow like Christ on a bike. Like Christ on a bike. Yeah, see, there we go. Absolutely. Right, get your predictions into the chat. What are we feeling, guys, ahead of this game? I've got a sense that I'm going to be bombarded with negative predictions now, and I really cannot blame any of you for doing that. David would do David would do a job in this team. Oh dear. Oh, David Cross, yeah, getting David Cross. Yeah. He probably would, to be fair. I mean, Jamie Vardy's knocking on 38 and he's getting in the starting lineup. So yeah, that is what it is. But yeah, we've just got to hope tonight now. We've really just got to hope because they're going to get up. There's going to be a bit of atmosphere. If we just sit back and let them dictate the play early on, I'm going to honestly lose the will to live, right? Because it's the most obvious thing that we can't do tonight. Get the ball and try and be proactive with it. Get the ball and try and move it about quickly, not roll it along the back line and sit deep and let Leicester have the ball. Don't go, you know what, Leicester, you're at home. You've got a new manager. You've got no confidence, but there could be a new manager bounce here. Let's not give them every opportunity to obtain that new manager bounce. Let's actually put the impetus back onto them and say, you know what, we're going to have a go, get some corners early. Not that they're much good, but, let's just try. Just try and be a little bit proactive as a team. We're very reactive to things, right? It's just depressing. It's just really, really depressing. Feeling a loss. To be fair, Peter, you feel a loss every week, though, don't you? But yeah, I do agree with you, actually. Feel a loss. Hope I'm wrong. We'll see if the players are behind Loppe or not. Absolutely. Well, we questioned the character last week at Newcastle, and I was well and truly shut up. I was silenced, and happily so, and I'm hoping to be the same tonight. My confidence is bordering little. It is little to none, right? And the players need to show character, fight, determination. This isn't going to be easy tonight. Listen, their Premier League current position suggests one thing, but I'll tell you something for free now. They're going to be a lot better than their league position suggests currently. Under the lights, Ruud van Nistelrooy's manager, a bit of a new voice, a new bit of direction, wanting to sort of try and please and get yourself in the new manager's good books. All of those things come into the equation today, and I've got a feeling, looking at that Leicester lineup, looking at those options they have to come off the bench, Mavididi, Ayew, Daka, right, Vardy, inevitable at some point. Okay, and Didi in midfield that could quite possibly dominate the midfield battle and cause us yet more problems. Those attacking players getting in behind means, to be fair, they don't have to do much. Just get themselves in the good areas and we'll literally make errors for you. Right, that's the harsh reality of how we are defensively. It's really, really poor. Right, let's take some of these comments. We are signing the next Mourinho and he will end up to be the counterfeit. I did see something about that. Yeah. Was going to ask who the ref is, but they're all crap in this league. We've got Josh Smith tonight, I think, the youngster. I think his name's Josh Smith. I will have a little look if it tells me on the Premier League app. Hopefully it does, because I'm now loading it up. But yeah, I think I read somewhere Josh Smith is his name. We've got one of the new ones. Yeah, let's have a look. No, that's Ipswich Crystal Palace. That's not our game. Yeah, Josh Smith is the referee tonight. So there we go. Yeah, Van Nistelrooy is well and truly at the wheel. Let's have a little look here. I'm a plumber and today had a toilet blockage overflow in the bathroom. Lovely. And I said to my apprentice, listen, could be worse. Could be watching Loppy Balls crap. David, comment of the night right there. Comment of the night goes to David. And that sounds like a nightmare, to be quite frank. Not my cup of tea. My bet is we put in a lot of crosses tonight with Ings up. Absolutely will. The first thing the fullbacks and wingers will do is try and put the ball into the box where Danny Ings either won't be there or won't win a header because he's not a target man. Michael, you've hit the nail on the head. Absolutely. I'm going to skip your reference because I don't get it, Troj, but I hope you well nevertheless. I'd love to see Soufal score tonight. No one has deserved a club goal more in a long time. Yeah, he hasn't scored one, hasn't he? That'd be really good because I feel like his career is waning out slightly, and I think he'll probably go in the summer. So yeah, it'd be good to get him a goal and the recognition that he deserves for his service at the club. Hopefully that comes tonight. I mean, it's been a couple of weeks of right back scoring, hasn't it? As Aaron Wan-Bissaka has doubled his career goals in the space of a week after scoring at St James's Park and scoring pretty much in vain against Arsenal on Saturday. Trini says, let's not forget they have had one game with Ruud in charge and got smacked. We need to turn up. I won't just blame Lopetegui, but then we have to look at the players' commitment. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Leicester put on the Twitter that this is Ruud's first 11. So I think this is his first proper game in charge. Yeah, he's been in and around the place, hasn't he? Under 21's 1-0 down. That's a sign of things to come, isn't it? 7th defeat in a row on the way. Wow, that's not good. It's Areola seriously in goal for him. So he's not travelled with the team, but he's playing. Maybe he's went, sod it, I'll play with under 21s, and they went, oh, okay. But hey ho, there we go. It is what it is. Fabianski seemed to have installed himself as the number one again, which is interesting to say the least. But hey ho, yeah, they haven't put the under 21s line up on the Twitter page, so I'm going to take whoever's word it was who said that was the case. Terry is a go. Okay. Areola needs the minutes. I love Soufal. I think he deserves it. Absolutely. They're going to offer Soufal a contract extension to save on signing someone on more money I've had. Really? Oh, okay. Fair enough. I wasn't aware of that. But yeah, that probably makes a little bit of sense. I'm just trying to sort my windows out here, but it's not working. Not my actual windows, my electronic windows, I might add. But yeah, my prediction, I really don't know, to be quite honest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think we're going to win. I'm going to say that to start with. I don't think we're going to win. That lineup fills me with little to no confidence. I'm going to say we're going to scuttle away with a 1-1 draw. That's the most I can muster in this current moment. So I'd love to predict a win, and I probably would if Somerville was starting in replacement of one of the midfielders. But no, I can just see the way this is going to pan out, unfortunately. And I'd love to be proven wrong. Sufal is on a low wage. I think he is. Isn't he on like 30k? I mean, we say a low wage, 30k a week, but you know, in the grand scheme of things, a board draw. Yeah, David, I'm inclined to agree. Desmond Tutu says, Michael, there we go. Yeah, I've not been filled with too much confidence. I don't think many people have. I'm pretty glad I'm not there tonight, to be totally frank. Cold, wet, King Power Stadium. Wouldn't get home till about 2 or 3 o'clock. Not my cup of tea. But yeah, I'm not a fan of that lineup, and I'd love to be proven wrong. And I hope I am proven wrong. I'll do a little reaction on the full-time whistle where I hope I'm not ranting. I hope I'm smiling and saying I've been proven wrong for 2 successive weeks. But that's it from me. Thanks everybody for getting involved in the chat tonight. And let's take the final comments. My 2-0 win is looking dodgy. It is. 30k a week, same as Jake. But I flipping wish. What's this? Monopoly money? Jesus Christ! If you could look at my bank account, then you'd be proven wrong, fathead. Quite frankly. But Greg's pay me on Thursday. Ooh, just knocked my microphone over while I did that. I'll try again. Greg's pay me on Thursday. Oh dearie me. Creswell to get a 3-year deal the way things are going. Scholes and Orford both playing for the under 21s, are they? There we go. Well, yeah, if they wouldn't have been playing tonight, they'd have got in the bench, I'm pretty sure. He's on 40k a week, is he? Yeah, right, okay. According, he will get a new contract, right? Yeah, 3 halftime changes on the cards. Yeah, it was a drastic change at halftime when we're like 1-0 down. 1-1 or 1-0 to Leicester. Miss Hammerat, thank you very much indeed for joining us. Anything could happen tonight. Fathead, thank you very much indeed. Geordie, hello lads, all the best for today's match. Thank you very much. We're going to need a bit of luck. My colleagues and I are currently outside the stadium getting drunk, hoping West Ham wins. The atmosphere is positive out here. We're surely going to win this. Let's all get behind the coach. Frank, I like your positivity. I don't know whether that's the alcohol or your just willingness for us to win, but I love it nevertheless, either way. It's the Christmas paycheck. Yeah. No, actually, no, I get my Christmas paycheck on the 5th of January. So yeah, I'll get all my Christmas money then, but hey ho. Life's life, isn't it? But yeah. The harsh reality is all that money will be going to my driving instructor. Brilliant. So I can't even enjoy any of it myself. Jake's Christmas bonus, 2 packets of mini sausage rolls. Wow, scraping the barrel. Crest might do well for us in the championship. It's time to go. It's time to go. Oh dear. Does Dad get half on Thursday? Mike, I think not. Honestly. Born and bred in Dagenham, 90% West Ham fans and Daggers fans could be naughty. Are you referencing the Millwall game? It could well be. I don't know. We do the long ones, but there's no mini ones. Well, my shop doesn't sell mini ones, but there we go. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. If we lose tonight, then people will accept we are in a relegation battle. Let's hope it doesn't come to that. The under 21s are 2-0 down. This is a significant amount of foreshadowing for what's to come. Negativity. It's foreboding a loss is what it's doing. But anyway, thank you very much indeed for joining me. Drop a like on the video and subscribe to West Ham Official if you're new. Check out the Arsenal vlog for the weekend if you haven't already. The views are skyrocketing on that, which means only one thing. After we've only just talked about money, that means the money is skyrocketing. So you can contribute to that if you like by watching the Arsenal vlog. I mean, we didn't win, so it's not the best, but it's also not the worst. There's a bit of fighting in there as well, so go and check that out before kickoff and enjoy the game if you can. I'll do a little reaction after the game. I'm sure we'll get one from Larry, etc as well. But from me, come on you irons, and I'll see you soon right here on West Ham Official. Thank you very much and goodbye.